The Summit Pipeline poses serious public health risks that, should a leak occur, that will affect not only the populated areas north and east of Bismarck, but also Bismarck itself.
CO2 pipelines are really new to our community. There aren't any that are close to Bismarck right now.
CO2 is 1.5 times heavier than air. It will drift across the ground like fog. You will never smell it, you will never see it.
The bottom line, this route is way too close to Bismarck.
This is going to affect the growth of our community. This is dangerous to our community.
Almost 2 years ago, there was a 24-inch pipeline just like this one that it had carbon dioxide in it.
Over the weekend, dozens become sick and even more had to leave their homes after a gas leak and explosion in Yazoo County. Around 300 residents evacuate their carbon dioxide and hydrogen sulfide that leaked into the air after the incident near Sartarsha.
It sounded like a jet engine crashed in your backyard, and our vehicle started, just spitting and sputtering. So we decided to go ahead and pop in air at that point. So we were dressed head to toe as if it was a fire, natural gas, or whatever. We were covered. Me and my crew got there on the side by side, and we noticed coming in, it sounded like it was running kind of rough. Wasn't really wanting to run very well, and we were passing these cars that were sitting in the middle of the highway, headlights on, maybe the flashers on some of them, doors open, some not open. Nobody around these vehicles. It was like they just vanished. So we continued on into town. There was a deputy from Yazoo County that had started searching door to door. He had no protection on. And finally he got in bad shape, just like everybody else was coming out of there. So we had to get him out of the hot zone to get medical treatment. They were just laying there, vomit covered on the ground, waiting on the ambulance to get there. Come up on another vehicle on that gravel road. He said, "Have a vehicle?" It's like, "Yeah." Got victims. Like, you could barely see any respirations. They were all slumped over the seat. All of them had foam coming out of their mouth. And you get to watch them a little closer. They may have been breathing 6 times a minute, 8 times a minute, which is, it's not good. I think 40 to 50 people were taken to the hospital that night. After the event, we went closer to the site, and everything was ice. The road was ice, the trees were ice, the wildlife was ice, everything was ice. That's the only way I knew it was some type of CO2. Just everything was frozen.
This is the Burleigh County map, and the plume in Sartarsha, Mississippi. This is to scale of what that was. Even though the Sartarsha, Mississippi was a 24-inch pipeline, it was running at 1,400 PSI. The pipeline here will be over 2,100 PSI. So you can see, if it were there, this encompasses all of Bismarck. Keep Bismarck safe.